Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, man. I'm just glad to bring y'all another one here, man. I'm Cliff with TeeWay Eatz Barbecue Treats. So today it's Saturday, guys, and we're gonna do a pork butt today. My wife wanted a pork butt. It is so freaking hot out here. I think it's like 117 heat index today. So we're gonna do a little something different that I haven't done in a while. We're gonna cook on the pellet grill, my Pit Boss pellet grill. I've done a review on this on my channel before, so if this is your first time seeing my pellet grill, go back and check out the review I did, guys. I did a review on this thing. I did a walkthrough, complete walkthrough. It wasn't so much a review, it was just really more of a walkthrough to kind of show you all the parts and to kind of give you an overview of the grill itself. And I haven't done a lot of stuff on this channel with this thing, man. So figured today was a great day. It's hot as heck, 117 heat index. So I figured I wasn't gonna stand out here all day and grill and have to come back and forth. If I was using charcoal or one of my charcoal grills, I'd kind of have to monitor it a little bit more and be checking it a little bit more. So I decided I'm taking Easy Street today, guys. And some of you guys are gonna say, oh, well, this is the Easy Bake Oven. Maybe so, man, but you know what? It still gives it a good smoke flavor and it's still gonna come out amazing. So if you want to call it the Easy Bake Oven, that's what we're using today. So hope you guys will stick in here, man. Come on back, see how this thing's gonna come out. Let me go ahead and give you guys the specifics. It's a 10-pound pork butt. I'm just gonna season this thing with some regular old seasoning. I think I got some Mo casing. I got it from Academy. Nothing super special, just something from Academy Sports. Again, make your own if you want to make your own. Do you. But I went into Academy and I bought this thing of seasoning, and that's what I'm using today. So 10-pound pork butt, Mo casing seasoning. I may or may not put mustard on the outside of this thing, and we're gonna be cooking it around 225 to 250 today on this thing. So if you guys are interested in a pellet grill, especially the Pit Boss, you're definitely not gonna want to miss this cook today. You're gonna want to come back and see how this thing comes out. So hope you guys will hang in there, guys. Come on, man, let's have fun and let's get cooking. Alright guys, so if you've never seen the Pit Boss before, this is mine. They have like 10 versions out of this thing now, but when I bought mine there were only a few versions. I think I bought this about 3 years ago, and I got this from Lowe's. I'm a vet, so I got a discount on it. So if you're a veteran, go check it out. I'll also drop a link in this video somewhere that you can purchase. I am an Amazon affiliate. I know if you guys have watched my videos, last couple videos, you know that I'm an Amazon affiliate now. So if you click on my link and you purchase it, I do get a little bit of a kickback. And with those kickbacks, man, what I do is I go buy more toys. So I buy more toys to review, to show you guys, and to make more videos for the channel. So if you click on it, I really would appreciate it, but you don't have to, guys. You can go straight to Lowe's and buy it yourself if you don't want to click on my link. Just to understand, I don't get any, if you're gonna buy it anyways, you're not paying any more for it normally. So it would help me out if you click on my link and I get a little bit of something back so I can put it back into the channel. But with that being said, guys, this is my Pit Boss. They do not have this model anymore that I know of. So, they've got newer models out. They've got some pretty cool stuff out now. I think they even have stuff with Bluetooth receivers on it now, where you can monitor it from inside. I can't do this with my version, but this is the Pro Series. And like I said, go check out my walkthrough on this thing that I did. I did it like last year, I think. So go check that out. But anyways, what we're doing is we're just going to get this thing fired up. So I'll show you guys what we got inside. It's not lit up. I cleaned this thing out today. And that's one thing about these pellet grills is you're going to have to keep in mind is that you're going to have to clean these things. They get pretty filthy. My suggestion, put you some foil down. Be careful though, because it can catch on fire, and it has caught on fire on me before too. So just be careful, be mindful. If it gets real greasy, and if you get your foil wrapped underneath too far where the fire pot is, it will catch this. It'll ignite and get this thing on fire. So you got to be really careful. Make sure you're cleaning your foil out regularly. and that, you know, you're changing it and stuff. But it does make your life a lot easier if you put foil down, because you just pick it up, throw it away, versus having to get in there and clean all the grease out. That gets to be a real headache sometimes. So but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start this thing out kind of low, because I still have to go inside and do this, get this pork butt seasoned. So I'm gonna start it out around 200. I think I'm gonna start at 200, and we'll get her warmed up, and I'll probably bring her up a little bit, maybe to about 300, and then before I put the pork butt back on, I'll turn her back down to about 225, 250. That'll get her good and heated up, and the heat distributed pretty well throughout the pellet grill. So, all right, guys, I hope you hang in there, man. Again, this is my model. Go check it out, guys. Go check that video out I got. And I get really into the specifics of the exact model of the Pro Series, and things that you may want to know. Before you watch this video, you may want to go check that out to even see if this is something that you're interested in. So, all right, guys, let me get in here. Let me get this pork butt seasoned up. I hope you guys are interested in this, and I hope you're excited to see how this thing comes out, because I've done pork butts on this pellet grill before, and I'm telling you, they come out great. Are they stick burner quality? No, they're not, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're not. They're different. They're just different. They have a different flavor, but they are still amazing, and they still have a great smoky taste to them. So hang in there, guys. Come on back with me. Let's go get this thing seasoned up and ready to put on here. All right, everybody, I just put this thing on. So what I had did was I turned this thing up to my dial over here. I had turned it up. I believe we had turned it up to like 225. And then about 15 minutes or so in, I turned it up to 300. And then I dialed it back down to 225, which is where we're sitting right now, as you can see right here. There's also a little digital analog, but it's really hard to see that during the day. I have to really kind of put my hand down there and shade it to where I can see it. So, and there's also these temperature probes that are built into this thing. I don't always use these, guys. I mean, if you get one of these, you obviously you can use it, but I don't always use these because I don't find these to be all that accurate. In past cooks, I just haven't seen where they're all that accurate. So I bought me this little Inkbird. It holds 6 probes, which is, I love that about it. There's an ambient probe that came with it, and then there were 5 regular probes that came with it. The reason I bought it was because I had a Weber thermometer that was a Bluetooth, and the iGrill is what it is. And I wasn't getting a really good range with it inside the house. So I ended up buying this one. Because when I'm in the front of my house, I'm in my backyard right now. When I'm in the front of my house, I couldn't monitor it that good. And even sometimes when I was just sitting like in the front of my house, like in my living room, I have 2 living rooms, but my living room in the front, when I'm sitting up there, I couldn't always get signal. And I mean, it wasn't that far. I mean, I can't tell you guys exactly how many feet it was, but it's really not that far. So I was kind of disappointed with it. And so I said, you know what, let me go try something else. And I think this one, it reaches up to like 300 or 400 feet. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'll leave a link in here for that, and you guys can go check that out if you want. But I've been pretty impressed with this. It's got a really pretty good range, and I can put a ton of probes on it, like 5 different probes. So that's what I'm rocking with on this cook. And I'm running them through my hole here, and I'll show you guys what we're looking like. There's my ambient. Got it at the back. As you can see, this is where your wires come in at, and I've got this one in my pork butt, so that thing's already piping hot. So that's what you're looking at, man. If you're looking at the real estate of this grill too, or the smoker, you got pretty good real estate. This spot right here is where the fire pot is, so it's going to be your hottest, and it's really hot a lot of times. So I usually try to offset my meat in one side or the other so I don't get that hot zone. So I don't use this middle zone a lot of times unless I'm doing burgers or something that I don't mind getting a little bit more heat on. But when I'm smoking stuff, I usually offset, my butts or my ribs and stuff off to one side or the other. And that there was a top shelf in here, and a lot of times when I do these pork butts, I have to take that top shelf out because this is just too tall. So, and it's running into the shelf. You could squeeze it under there if you wanted to, but I just go ahead and take it out, man. So that's what I did here. But that's what I like about this pellet grill. It's got a little bit more real estate than some of the others. Again, for the specs, man, go check out that other video I got. But man, we're gonna get this thing shut down. We're gonna try to cook at 225. Just got it in, man. It's like noon, a little bit over noon, so it's gonna be a while. We'll keep monitoring it, and then we'll wrap it. Probably wrap it at the 160 mark, but we'll see how it's going. See what kind of bark it's getting. I may not even wrap. We'll just see how it's doing. So, all right, guys, come on back. Let's see how this bad boy comes out on this pellet grill. All right, everybody, we've been going strong for about 5.5-ish hours. Let's show you guys what this thing is doing, man. Looking good. Got a good color on it. Give you guys a good shot of it here. Sounds like a jet flying inside this thing when it's on. It's pretty normal for most pellet grills, though. But man, it looks pretty good, guys. I didn't spritz this. As you can see, it's a little drier up here, but I didn't spritz it. I was trying to get a good bark on it, and sometimes when you spritz this thing, you can't always get that bark to set up. So I was going without spritzing it today. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, well, that don't look nothing like what it would look like on a stick burner. You are correct. It does not. You're not going to get that bark on a pellet grill like you do on those stick burners. So if that's what you're concerned about, a pellet may not be the way for you to go. But for me, I've been able to sit inside most of the day, monitor this thing from my wireless thermometer, which I had to put out here under here because we got a little rain. But I put it under here so it wouldn't get wet. And I've just been able to kind of chill today, guys. As you see, 133 is the internal, 216 is what my pit's at right now. That's pretty right on with the 225 dial. That's not very far off, so I think it's holding temp really well. But it's looking good. I think it looks good. Got a couple more hours on this thing. We're gonna go to 160 and then probably wrap it so we can get to that 200, 205, 210. Between 205 and 210 is where we really need to be. So before we can pull this thing. So we got a little ways to go still. But loving it, liking this little pellet grill, man, and just loving the ease of use today. Like I said, I'm usually a charcoal guy. I'm usually Weber, or I'll use lump charcoal in my barrel cooker, or, you know, I like the real wood and the real fire stuff too, but on the easy days when I don't want to be out here manning it, I love using this little pellet grill. So y'all hang in there, guys. Come on back and let's see how this thing finishes out. We got a couple more hours on it, but I'll be coming back to you guys in real time here in TV time in about 2 seconds probably. No, just kidding. It'll be a little bit of time, but we'll come back probably about maybe around the 8-hour mark, and I'll show y'all right before I pull it. Well, you know what? When we go to wrap it, we'll come back and I'll show you guys right before I wrap it what it's looking like. All right, guys. So here we are, 165. Man, that looks really good, guys. I mean, that is not a bad looking pork butt at all, even if it is on an easy bake oven. Woo! That's some good color. That's pretty dang good. Looks pretty dang good. Right about 165. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap. I got some foil right over here. We're gonna get it on there. I'm a one-man show with the camera right now, so I can't do it all at one time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it on my foil over there, wrap it up. We're gonna get it back on this pellet grill to finish this thing out, man, because we're hungry. All right, guys, hang in there with me, man. And when we get done with this, and this is a finished product, we'll break her up and let you guys see what we came out with. Here's the finished product. Man, look at this thing. That is a great looking crust on there, bark. Like I told you guys, it's not a stick burner bark, but that's still a pretty dang good bark for a pellet grill. Heck, that's a good bark for any grill if you cooked it and got that kind of bark on it. So this thing went about 12 hours today. So we started at about noon, pulled it off just before midnight. You know, it was almost I think it was about an 11-pound pork butt. So, you know, about an hour per pound is what you got to figure when you're doing these things. So I'm not surprised at all that it went almost 12 hours. But I mean, this thing looks great, guys. I mean, look at it, and look at all the juice it put off when I wrapped that thing. All the juice that it produced, and look at this bone. You know they're a good pork butt when you can just slide it out with no effort at all. I mean, you got a little meat hanging on here, but look how easy this meat's pulling off. And look at that. Super easy. I mean, no effort at all to pull that off. So you know it's a good one when you can get that. And I mean, that's a pretty dang good bark, guys. I mean, that's pretty dang good. Meat pulled right off. That's going to be an excellent pork butt. Let's just look at this thing and give you guys, I'll start shredding it with my hands to give you guys an idea of actually how tender this thing is. You can see the small smoke ring, got a little bit of penetration. Nothing major, it ain't too major of a penetration, but it's still a pretty dang good penetration for pellet. I mean, it don't get no more tender than that. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've been cooking pork butts on my Webers and my Kamado Joe, my ceramic cooker, and I haven't gotten one this tender in a long time. So even on those cookers, I don't even know if I've gotten one this tender on those cookers in a while. So, man, I tell you what, I just love being able to set this thing and forget it today. If you guys are in the market for a pellet grill, man, check out the Pit Boss. You might be impressed, even though you hear a lot of jokes, you hear a lot of people knock them, and I from time to time knock them too, like, because I like playing with real fire. But today, man, this thing just came out amazing. I will definitely be playing with this pellet grill a little bit more. Haven't really played with it too much lately, but we're gonna get some more stuff out on the channel on this pellet grill. Just totally impressed. I mean, look at this thing. Let's go for the body here. I mean, look at this. Oh my gosh, the juices are just squirting out. Look at that. I mean, you don't get no, but it doesn't get much better than that. That's amazing. All right, you know I gotta take a taste test before I let you guys go. I gotta get some of this skin. Man. Let's take one more little piece of this skin. It's not an overpowering taste. The smoke is definitely there. Is it an overpowering smoke flavor? No. But it's a good flavor. It's a good, mild flavor of smoke in there. This is awesome, guys. I'm glad I could bring this one to you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, man, shoot me an email at barbecuetway81@gmail.com. Also hit me up on Instagram at TeeWay Eatz Barbecue Treats. Like, share, subscribe to this video, guys. Love getting your guys' comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this cook. Did you think I could have done anything better? Would you like to see me try something on this pellet grill? If you would, man, drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. So that's all I got on this one, guys. But this was a fun cook. I'll see y'all. You know, we'll try to bring some more pellet smoker cooks. And that's all I got, man. So until the next one, I'll see y'all on the next one.